Hello listeners, here we're going to discuss about the structure and function of nephron.
The nephron is the structural and functional unit of kidney.
That means all the function of kidney is actually performed by nephron, and the structure of kidney is actually built up by the nephrons. And this is the typical structure. This is the structure of a typical nephron. And before going to the core, I must have to say that nephrons are approximately 1 million or 10 lakh in number per kidney. They are very tiny or fine tube-like structure, and it will be only observed under microscope by histological section. Now, the detailed structure of the nephron. The nephron is composed of two basic parts. Anterior, this globular part is known as Malpighian corpuscle. Malpighian corpuscle. And the latter part is known as nephric tubule. Here is the magnified structure of Malpighian corpuscle. So we can observe that Malpighian corpuscle is composed of a cup-shaped structure which is known as Bowman capsule, which is actually the extension of anterior portion of the nephric tubule. And this is the afferent arteriole, and this is the efferent arteriole. The afferent arteriole gets inserted into the Bowman capsule and becomes carved from a blood capillary known as glomerulus. The structure is known as glomerulus. That means the glomerulus and Bowman capsule together form the Malpighian corpuscle. And the Bowman capsule is composed of two layers. This is the parietal layer and this is the visceral layer. For the functioning of ultrafiltration, the visceral layer cells of Bowman capsule modified to form special type of cell known as podocyte cell. Now, back to the previous structure. The structure of nephron. The latter part is known as nephric tubule and is composed of three parts. One, the PCT or the proximal deep convoluted tubule. This convoluted tubule just after the Malpighian corpuscle. And this portion, this U-shaped portion, is known as a loop of Henle, and this part is known as distal convoluted tubule or DCT. The DCT joins with the collecting tubule. The collecting tubule is not actually part of nephron. A different nephron joined at this structure. That means the common structure of different nephron. It's not a part of a single nephron. Now, types of nephron. Based on structure and function, we can classify the nephron into two types: superficial nephron and juxtaglomerular nephron. Yes, this is the structure of juxtaglomerular nephron, and the structure This structure is actually of a superficial nephron. Please look at the structure. Here we're going to compare with the juxtaglomerular nephron. The main difference is that in case of juxtaglomerular nephron, the DCT touches the afferent arteriole, and this is the basic difference. Actually, the difference is that in case of superficial nephron and juxtaglomerular nephron. In case of superficial nephron, the Malpighian corpuscle is located at the deeper part of cortex, whereas in case of juxtaglomerular nephron, Malpighian corpuscle is located at the lower portion, between the junction of cortex and medulla. Next important difference is that in case of cortical nephron, the DCT doesn't touch the afferent or efferent arteriole, whereas juxtaglomerular nephron touches the junction of afferent and efferent arteriole. The next important difference is the functional difference. The superficial nephron performs the basic function of kidney, that is urine formation by ultrafiltration. But the function of juxtaglomerular nephron is somewhat different. The juxtaglomerular nephron, alternatively known as stress nephron, and it gets activated during stress condition. It helps the kidney during stress condition when the cortical nephron helps to produce urine by ultrafiltration process. That's all about the difference of superficial nephron and the juxtaglomerular nephron. Now, another important point is that the portion where the DCT, the afferent arterioles and the efferent arteriole touches this portion. This portion forms a specialized organ known as JGA or juxtaglomerular apparatus. This is very important region of juxtaglomerular nephron, and this region is responsible for various physiological functions. secretion of erythropoietin, renin, and different kinds of biochemical substances. Now, the function of nephron. Nephron performs basic four functions. First is ultrafiltration. By which the excretory substances get eliminated or absorbed from the glomerular blood capillary. The next is reabsorption. During ultrafiltration, some essential substances are also get absorbed in the nephron, and these essential substances need to be reabsorbed, which also takes place through the nephric tubule. The next important function is secretion of substances. The PCT, handle loop, and DCT, this nephric tubule portion secretes different kind of things like uric acid, etc. And the last one is formation of new substances. In the nephric tubule, various toxic substances get attached with another substance to form less toxic substance like GABA, that means gamma aminobutyric acid, is very toxic, which attach with the glycerol to form PABA, that means para-aminobenzoic acid, which is less toxic than this one, gamma aminobutyric acid. That's all about structure and function of nephron. Thank you for your hearing.
For testing your understanding of this lesson and more videos, log on to www.tubelations.net.